Hi, welcome to the video. Welcome to Medellin. My name is Christopher Buell, and you may not know of me from such books as Golden Nuggets of Hobo Wisdom and Golden Nuggets Guide for International Dating. I just got done recording this same message, but I didn't connect my mic. And so it's nice that I got a practice trial run in, because that was really long and winded. And it's funny how things work out in life sometimes. Because that was too long. I'll try and trim this down. I wanted to talk to you about something very important today. Haircuts. And what my experience was like in Colombia getting a haircut. It's a little bit more than just a haircut. Because we're talking about hygiene and cleanliness to a degree. Let me say this, the Colombian people are not like certain cultures that don't bathe. They're very clean out here. They really are. They're very into how they look, etc., etc. And when I first came here, I went to the skate park, and this young man started hanging out with me. Another skater. And he was like, "You got any water?" And I saw he had an empty water bottle, and I was like, "Sure." So I gave him my water bottle. And I will make this full circle back to the haircut situation. But I figured he would just pour some of my water into his bottle, but he just drank from my bottle. And I thought, okay, so we're doing that now. And obviously I couldn't drink the water anymore because he drank from it. And eventually a little man with like a cooler and juice walked by, and I offered to my new friend that drank from my water bottle a cup of juice along with me, and he was like, "Yeah, definitely, this guy's fantastic." And so we went, and the guy serving us the juice, took the lid off, and it was just one cooler of juice with a giant frozen ice cube in there. And he handed us a little plastic cup, filled it up with a ladle, and my buddy and I were drinking it. And my buddy said, "It's really cool because you can drink a little down and he'll fill you back up." And so we both did that. And, he's topping off my juice, and my juice overfloweth now back into the cooler. And I thought, wow, how many other people's backwash juice has gone into the cooler that I'm now drinking. And I just, in some ways I kind of thought, as a small government guy, well, that's really cool, just do what you want out here. I guess it works. I guess nobody's dying. And on the other hand, I was a little bit repulsed. Moving forward to the haircut situation. I got a haircut at my buddy's town, about 30 minutes away. And they recommended this girl, and I was there with my two friends, guy friends that live there, and then what I like to call my fake wife. And the woman that was going to cut my hair was working on this cool-looking, muscular, tattooed guy, and the haircut was taking forever. And eventually my team got tired of waiting, and they said, let us know when you're done. So by the time I got to the chair, I thought it'd be a good half hour. I was in and out in 5 minutes. Apparently, when you're good-looking, buff, with a bunch of tattoos, you get the bonus treatment. But I got the quickie gringo treatment. Putting that aside, I thought she did a fantastic job, and I'm super particular about my hair. I love my barber back home, Pete. I think he's a hair-cutting prodigy. I've got a very difficult, weird head to do. And, I would talk to him, and he said to me one time that whatever the hair tells him, that's what he does. And man, I love that. I don't want to be asked the question, do you want a number 3? I want the correct haircut, the correct shaving that goes with that haircut. I don't want to have to educate you. You know, and with Pete, the hair speaks to him, so I don't have to. So I sit down in the chair and I say, whatever my hair is telling you today, please do. And I always get a great looking haircut. So I'm scared. The girl gives me a great haircut, even though it took 5 minutes because I wasn't tough looking and cool. And whatever, you move on, life moves on, everybody's happy. A month later, we're in the middle of this coronavirus, and I say to my buddies, I'm thinking about going back out there to get a haircut. And if I do, can I see you guys? My friends are like, we're self-quarantining. We don't want anything to do with anyone, and you shouldn't be jumping on buses and trains, etc. It's not a good idea. So I have another friend. She and I went to the mall, and it was a huge, beautiful mall I'd never been to. This was a couple days ago. And the place was a ghost town. It was just as sad as you can imagine. I mean, and there was we went to the floor. There was a couple of barbers, and they were looking at us as we were sort of debating on whether or not to go in that particular shop. And they saw us and was like, "Come on, we'll give you a haircut." And so we went in and sat down, and right away they gave us pumps of that antibacterial. So I thought, that's a good sign. I mean, they're taking this coronavirus thing seriously. The guy started to cut my hair, you know, put the little mask thingy on his face. And, of course, he said, you know, I tried to explain, just whatever the haircut is now, just do it shorter. And, of course, you know, it was like, well, do you want the number 3 or number 4 in the back? And it's like, okay, number 3. And I really wasn't happy with the haircut, but as long as I don't pick up a new disease, we're great. And at some point, he pops in a razor on his little cutting thing, and he's going around, and he cuts himself. I don't know how bad, but he jerks, and I realize it, and it's, you know, I'm sitting there, and he's behind me, so I don't really know what the degree of the cut is, but yeah, there's no moment where he stops to put a Band-Aid on. He just moving forward. So we're moving forward with the haircut. He gets done, and I'm instructed to go with him to get the shampoo. I'm not real crazy about having dudes touch my skull. I don't like the shampoo unless it's a girl. And so I'm there getting the shampoo, and he's rubbing, you know, he's shampooing my hair. And I'm thinking, whatever cuts he has, he's rubbing those into my scalp. And we get done with the shampoo, and he hands me like I mean, I guess you would say a towel. It's a towel they use, but it's paper. It's like a recyclable towel for the hair. And I get done drying my hair, and I hand him the towel back. And at that moment, I see the cut. And this cut is serious. It's a serious cut. And he uses my hair-soaked towel to stop the bleeding on his hand. And so now, I don't know if I'm blood brothers with him. We're just mixing so much of our fluids, and it's just killing me. And, you know, I'm sitting here, all I'm doing is, you know, what you guys are doing, looking at coronavirus everywhere, thinking, there's no way I'm going to survive this. You know, they just feel differently than we do. And I'll say this, I am sure their immunity is far superior to mine, but I don't see me getting out of this one. So it would have been fun to continue doing videos, and I'll do them for as long as I can, but any rate, good luck with your haircut in Medellin.